For decades, a single plant quietly outperformed billion-dollar fertilizer factories. Then its secret was buried by a memo stamped Hillsborough, 1954. Why did industrial giants fear nature's own nutrient mine, and how did one forgotten root threaten to upend everything agribusiness built? The answer starts deep beneath your feet, and it is not what you have been told. In 1954, the Hillsborough Agricultural Research Station quietly filed a memo that would never reach the public. The document, labeled H-1954, described a trial where a little-known plant outperformed cow manure in potassium uptake by a wide margin. The memo's language was careful, acknowledging superior potassium uptake versus manure, but it closed with a recommendation: keep these findings from agricultural extension offices. Around the same time, the fertilizer industry was booming. The Haber-Bosch process, patented in 1909, had already transformed nitrogen into a global commodity, fueling a five-fold jump in synthetic fertilizer use by the 1950s. Economic consolidation was underway, with industry trade groups allocating millions to promote chemical nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium as the modern miracle. The Hillsborough results, quietly shelved, never challenged this new order. Instead, the archives fell silent, leaving a gap where natural solutions might have flourished. The question lingers: what kind of plant could pull potassium from the bedrock, and why did its story end up in a locked file drawer? Bocking 14. Comfrey doesn't just grow, it drills. Its taproot pushes 6 to 10 feet beneath the surface, reaching layers of earth untouched by ordinary crops. Down in the mineral-rich subsoil, this root system pulls up potassium, calcium, and magnesium, nutrients locked away from shallow-rooted vegetables. As the leaves grow, they store these minerals in dense, fast-growing biomass. Microbes living along the root hairs help convert raw minerals into forms the plant can use, creating a living pipeline from bedrock to leaf tip. Each season, a single crown can yield up to 100 pounds of fresh foliage, all packed with nutrients mined from deep below. This isn't just surface feeding, it's a biological elevator, cycling elements from the depths straight into your compost pile or mulch ring. The result is a plant that turns sunlight and stone into concentrated living fertilizer, ready to be harvested, brewed, or dropped right at the roots of your hungriest crops. A market gardener stands over a battered barrel, arms deep in a mound of fresh-cut Bocking 14 leaves. 1 kilogram of these leaves, loosely packed, goes into 10 liters of clean, non-chlorinated water. The lid seals tightly. For the next 10 to 14 days, the mixture ferments at a steady 18 to 25 degrees Celsius. Each day, the barrel is burped or stirred to release built-up gases, because skipping this can let pressure force the lid off. By the second week, the liquid turns inky black and smells sharp. Strain it through a fine mesh to catch the solids, and label the concentrate Comfrey Tea. Before using, always dilute. For a soil drench, mix 1 part concentrate with 10 parts water. For a foliar spray, dilute even further, 1 part to 50 parts. Never spray undiluted tea on leaves, and avoid foliar feeding within 2 weeks of harvest. The result is a safe, potent feed that rivals commercial fertilizers, ready for use on fruiting crops. A gardener kneels beside a thick patch of Bocking 14, shears in hand, and slices the leaves clean at 12 to 18 inches above the ground. Each cut leaf is broad and heavy, holding weeks' worth of sunlight and minerals drawn up from deep below. Stacked 2 or 3 leaves thick, these leaves become a living mulch, layered 5 centimeters deep around the base of tomatoes, squash, or young fruit trees. The effect is immediate. The rich green blanket locks in moisture, shades out weeds, and begins to break down within 4 to 8 weeks. As the comfrey decomposes, soil microbes and earthworms swarm the mulch, breaking it down into plant-ready nutrients. This slow release cycle matches the natural rhythm of the soil, feeding roots steadily instead of flooding them with salts. Repeat every month through the growing season, and the soil food web grows more active with each round, transforming a simple chop and drop into a powerhouse for garden health and resilience. Lab assays from both the Hillsborough archives and modern replicates leave little doubt about the mineral punch packed into Bocking 14 comfrey. Dry leaf samples routinely test at 5 to 7% potassium, 2 to 3% calcium, and close to 1% magnesium. Those numbers tower over the 0.5% potassium and 0.3% magnesium found in standard cow manure. For a gardener running a 1,000 square foot plot, the math is simple. A one-time investment of 10 crowns can replace years of store-bought NPK. Over a decade, that swap can save anywhere from $400 to $500, even before counting yield boosts. The numbers tell the story. Comfrey is not just a supplement, it is a mineral engine that pays for itself season after season. To use Comfrey safely and get the best results, always choose the sterile Bocking 14 variety. This hybrid won't spread by seed, so your garden stays under control. Look for certified suppliers and check labels for Bocking 14 before planting. For extra peace of mind, download the trusted supplier list and starter guide, and follow the step-by-step planting and maintenance instructions. Responsible sourcing means you get all the benefits without the risk. Industrial fertilizer prices rise each year, but this plant still turns sunlight and stone into soil gold for free. Today, nature's solution is back in your hands. What will you grow?